If you're like me, you've probably played Apex a lot and you're aware that Respawn loves to put in teasers for future content. Usually they run teasers a couple weeks before the next season. Now the interesting thing is these aren't the only teasers that Respawn have used. In fact, sometimes they put some teasers that are so in plain sight. Now that we can look back, it's so obvious that they are right in our faces, but at the time we completely missed them. So we have 6 teasers that were hidden in plain sight that I want to talk about, and then 4 teasers that may be teasing what might come in the future. But first I want to thank today's sponsor, Gamer Bread. This is the kind of fuel that really is going to help to up your gaming potential.
To be at the top of your game, you need fuel. Introducing Gamer Bread, the world's first high-performance bread made for gamers. It's got an ambidextrous grip, strengthened fingers, and improved dexterity. And when you're done, fuel up with maximum caloric density for maximum focus. Dual functionality flash cools your rig. Get it now at gamerbreadnow.com.
Okay, let's be honest, Gamer Bread, it's not a real thing. I'm actually here with another memeable sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends is one of the most popular games on mobile, and now you can get it on PC too. Raid Shadow Legends is a raw, dark, epic RPG where you can bolster together the best champions in the universe and set them against tons of different enemies. You have arena battles, clan boss battles, PvP battles, and dungeons where you can fight different bosses and grow your team stronger. It's pretty cool. And if you want to get started, whether you're on mobile or your desktop, there's a new daily login rewards program for new players which lasts for 180 days. Each day you can get free rewards to kind of give yourself a better start at playing the game. If you want to get involved, go to the video description and click on the links. And if you're a new player, you'll get 100,000 silver and Hexweaver, which is a free champion you can get now, which is really going to help you a lot when you first start the game. This champion is really good. The treasure will be waiting for you here. These rewards will only be available for the next 30 days, so make sure to claim them now. You can find all of your rewards in the inbox in-game. Thank you Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. If you do want to play it, click the link in the description to get started now. So, we'll start with the very first launch trailer for Apex Legends. When Apex Legends first launched, we took a look at what their plans were for the future, and Respawn teased new legends were going to come, and the silhouettes of both the first 2 legends, Watson and Octane, were shown as clear as day. Obviously right then we had no idea who they'd be. Most people kind of glanced over it, not really realizing that these characters were actually the full 3D models for Watson and Octane.
The competition continues to attract new, aspiring legends from all corners of the frontier. Who knows where the next champion will come from?
The second teaser was much more recent and may have been a mistake. In one of Crypto's finisher animations you can see on the finisher preview screen in the lobby, you can see Crypto using his finisher against a dummy with a weapon on its back that nobody knew at the time. Many people thought that maybe it was just a unique legendary longbow skin, and there was a lot of arguments about what it might be. However, later as Season 4 launched, it turned out this was actually the Sentinel. This was in plain sight the whole time. The third one was sort of less hidden in plain sight, but more of a indirect tease for a future game mode. Third person mode was available in the firing range for a long time before the Grand Soiree event came out, and it took a long time for the community to find this Easter egg along with the dummy AI Easter egg, but it was a nice tease for the future event that was just around the corner. Grand Soiree, in my opinion, was one of the best events. It was a 2-week event where each 2 days there was a different game mode. It was tons of fun, and since then many people have suggested that they should have this rotation constantly in the game. It would make it a lot of fun in my opinion. For the 4th teaser, we have Revenant in the Fight Off Right trailer.
Oh my! Wow, you look happy.
The masks we wear are a part of who we are.
Did you just come from a children's party?
Looking for me? Surprise.
In my games, you will fear the shadows. Give this one a challenge.
not many people even realized at the time that this was Revenant. I was aware that this was a teased legend, but even though I talked about it a lot in my videos, so many people have left comments saying, I don't believe it, Revenant was in the trailer the whole time. And what's more interesting is that not only was Revenant in the trailer, Revenant was actually the announcer of the Fight Off Right event mode. Now obviously for some of us that's just really obvious, but for a lot of people they didn't even notice this. The 5th teaser was for the Crypto teaser in-game. When Crypto was teased at the end of Season 2 in the labs, there was something on the screen which mentioned World's Edge. Well, you hear that noise? There he is. There he is. It's Crypto. There's the drone. Oh my goodness. He's been hacking. Ooh. A new broadcast. Key World's Edge. What could that mean? Now obviously at the time we had no idea what World's Edge was, but this was a tease for the new map. The last one we have is back in the launch trailer again. There was a scene where Pathfinder wielded the Havoc, which was a weapon that later came in Season 0. Now, a nice little tease there. We didn't even realize at the time that this was a new tease for the new weapon. So that's a look at 6 teasers that happened in the past. Now it's time to look at 4 teasers which may showcase what content is coming in the future. The first is a look at the very first intro cinematic when you open the game for the first time when Apex Legends first came out. At the end of the trailer, we got to see Blisk.
They kill you, they're better. You kill them, you're better.
Now, in his old age, Blisk was still alive and kind of suggested perhaps he would have some involvement in the Apex Games story. It was later revealed that Blisk was in fact the Apex Games commissioner, the person at the top of the syndicate ladder basically. Many people wondered if Blisk would come to the Apex Games, and I think that it's a great potential. Maybe not as a legend, maybe as a legend, but definitely as some kind of character for sure. The next tease, which may be looking at a new map, similarly to World's Edge, was a lot more subtle, but it's certainly there. We are seeing references to the planet Samath and a location called Olympus. We saw this in the Season 4 launch trailer with Revenant, we saw it in some loading screen art, and we saw it on a teaser on Apex Legends Twitter, which mentioned about Revenant and Forge early on before Season 4 launch. Now, if we go by the current standards of how they've done things, they had the first map, they then had 2 town takeovers, then they had the second map. Now that we've had 2 town takeovers on World's Edge, it makes me think, is a new map coming in Season 5? It's totally possible. It'll be very interesting to see what happens if they do that, because it means there'll be 3 maps in rotation. Actually 4 if you have King's Canyon night mode, so it's going to be really interesting to see. I'd personally very much welcome a new map, and this map would be the hometown of Octane and Lifeline, and in the future there's the potential for another one too, Gaia, which is the hometown of Caustic. So if we get Samath, then it's likely for 2 seasons we'll have the storyline for Lifeline and Octane. Maybe after that we'll have Gaia, which will be the lore story for Caustic, maybe another character as well. The next teaser may be for a new weapon, which was shown in the opening trailer for Season 4. This weapon was hidden under Revenant's desk, and it cut to that weapon and had a very clear look at it. Now, I believe this is a Titanfall 2 weapon. To me, it looks like the Sidewinder, which was sort of like a grenade launcher, and it was used against Titans in Titanfall. But we know that the Charge Rifle was also an anti-Titan weapon, which in Apex is used against other legends. So, will a grenade launcher come to Apex Legends in Season 5? It's totally possible. I know that it would be very exciting to see. I'd love to see a new variety of weapon added, as long as it's not too overpowered. Hopefully they balance it right. The next one is potentially a new legend in Season 4. I'm sure you're all aware of the Season 4 trailer. At the end, Revenant kills the parents of a young girl, and this young girl is the ending scene for the trailer, and she looks like she's ready for vengeance. Now, what's interesting is that the events of this trailer happen 25 years before the current day in terms of what the time is in game. So the events happened in 2708, and the current time in Apex Legends is 2733, which means this girl will now be in her late 20s or early 30s, which would be the prime time for her to join the Apex Games to try and get vengeance on Revenant. That would be an interesting rivalry for sure. I know that we've had some sort of feuds in the past, like Mirage and Crypto, but that kind of was a bit more lighthearted and joking and, you know, and yeah, everybody seems to not like Pathfinder much. Mirage seems to always joke about him not wanting to be on Pathfinder's team. But honestly, it's all very light-hearted, right? It's not as serious as saying, oh, you killed my parents, so I'm coming for you. That is a lot more serious, so that'd be really interesting to see that dynamic in the game. I mean, what would happen if those two are on the team? I feel like the story writers would probably put something in there to make it a little bit more interesting. So I'm very excited to see what will happen in Season 5. It's just around the corner. So that wraps up this video. We took a look at 6 teasers that were in the past and 4 that may be teasing future content. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this. Are there any other teasers that I missed? Let me know. I'll see you in the comments. Cheerio. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more content, I am currently doing a sort of Apex training series in my members area, so it's just $2.99 a month to join, and I'll be adding new videos every week, and you can talk with me and ask me what videos or tips you want me to create, and I'll make videos specially created for the members. So yeah, definitely sign up for that.